Ant and I are back out in the bush. A fortnight ago when we made our last video, we were out here and we got 6 little ones together. Then last week, Ant was rostered on full time with fiancé duties. So he was digging agapanthus and looking at garden furniture and visiting friends, all that sort of thing, all the fun stuff.
All that fun stuff.
Yeah.
I much prefer doing them out there.
So
out here.
Up above us, I've got a little half-gram bit, and then not that far away from that, I've got another half-gram bit. I was coming down through here, and I got a signal, and it was pretty well down to the booster. I think using the earphones, I don't think I would have got it, but it was an even signal, and for a start, I thought it even might have been this green root, because the 7000s used to give a sort of a signal as you come across them. So when we half dug it out, it turned into a signal. I'll just pause there for a second, not you, Ant. Ant, give us an update on the wedding, where we are with the wedding.
Wedding, we are 33 days out from departure, so getting very, very, very close. Very, very close.
So you and Camilla are flying to Poland, and it's been put back twice, is that right?
Yeah,
Twice
third time lucky.
Because of COVID?
Yep.
So anybody that's been watching our videos will realise we've got to get this deal over the line, because Anthony's boys' looks are going downhill fast.
Yep.
So we've got to get the deal signed.
Definitely.
So anyhow, I got one out of here, and it turned out to be this one.
Nice.
5.6 grams. Do you want to hold him, Ant?
Yeah, we'll stick it in the hand. It's a beautiful bit of gold, Glenn. Look at that. Jeez. What a clunker.
Now, Ant, I've had a discussion with all our subscribers, and we want you to have that as your wedding present from me. So
no way.
Yes, absolutely.
No, Glenn.
Yes, absolutely.
No.
Look, mate, all my shopping's done at the servo. Unless you want cat food and bloody new car scent, that's all you're going to get. So take that, fella. And if you're a subscriber, I've done the math. Everyone that's a subscriber owes me 20 cents. So if we meet out the bush, you might find me a bit frosty till you roll 20 cents in my hand, and then I'll loosen up a bit. So that's Anthony's birthday present. Wedding present from us, because it's Anthony that does all the videos, or does all the editing, created the site, gets it all done. So I thought when he's over in Poland, he can say, have a look at this little bit we got. So yeah, so that's our wedding present from us, the subscribers and myself, to Ant.
Thank you very much, Glenn.
Oh, yeah, mate.
Much appreciated. Give me some skin. Thank you very much. Cheers.
We'll make it start, mate.
Cheers.
Righto, Ant's got our first signal for the day. We've been going about 20 minutes, and he's wagging his tail. He's pretty happy with it.
I am. I must say, I'm pretty happy with this signal. I called Glenn over. I've come down the gully again. We're like buddy mountain track goats. It's tough work, but I called Glenn over because this signal sounds pretty good.
And you said you moved a couple of stones before you got it as good as that.
Yeah, these ones that have just fallen here. So we'll dig her out, and
it's in a good spot too, you know, that where the water falls away, you know, get caught in those stones. We took, I'm not sure whose advice it was, we're wearing hats today, or Ant's wearing a hat. There's a backlash
about my baldness, to be frank. That's all right. That's all right.
No, we're strong.
Most of
I
us.
don't care.
Nah. The only reason I had that off is because I had a beanie last week, and I got too hot, so I had to take the beanie off. But
have another look for a minute, mate, and see if he's still in there. That's a good thing, because that big red stone just there, I was worried he might have been that. But we're still in the game.
Still in the game. A big rock here.
Now the reason we came back here is simply because this is where we got the gold the last 2 weeks. So until we bloody knock up or bloody get too old to do it, we'll keep coming back to where we found gold.
See some quartz as well in
Yeah, everything looks like gold, doesn't it, when you start to dig a signal.
We're getting close because it's getting louder.
Yep. I'm sitting down and filming Ant. It's sort of blanking out a little bit, but we've been caught before with the booster on
Yeah, we have, haven't we?
double D coil. That one, I don't know whether we said the present that we've all got out. That was 5.6 grams and works out about 17 cents each. So I've rounded you all up to 20 cents. And 4-1 was the best 3 years of my life, so I'm pretty good at math.
Oh, well, she's still in there.
Get after him out. Don't lose him nose, bloody.
Might have to move this.
The only good thing about it now is it's only 5 or 6 weeks ago when we were out the bush, and the pick was probably bouncing back past you when you hit the ground. With all the rain we've had, all the autumn rain we've had,
Yeah,
it's
true.
a lot more kind.
It is, isn't it?
And Ant couldn't hook up with me yesterday, so we came out today. Times. Righto, mate. We're back with you.
Alright. Let's see how it goes. Come on. Where are you?
Put your coil on the side and have a little poke around, Ant. So it's right near that little white rock, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, this goes to show how much I know.
It's close.
Someone said, why don't we use pinpointers? And I can understand their frustration, but we choose not to. You know, why do some blokes have sideburns? It's because they bloody want to, you know. So when we're out in the bush, we please ourselves first and we go from there. So you use a pinpointer if you want to use a pinpointer. And talking about sideburns, I had a bloody pair of rippers when I was in about 25, and bloody, I went in the fish and chip shop one night, and the bloke turned around and he said, Jesus, Elvis lives.
Got any photos of that, Glenn?
I think they've all been destroyed, Ant, you know, for my own safety.
Maybe he's back here, obviously. That's confident now.
Never mind.
Where is it?
It'll be a pleasant surprise. Remember that one we dug? We were bloody, we gave up on it all together, and it turned out to be one. And as I said, this is our first signal for the day. Signals aren't plentiful. There's plenty of half signals, plenty of little red stones and red rocks. Here we go. Don't be like me and really divide it into two handfuls like we did last week and throw it away. It wasn't me being a magician either, it was just me being You see anything, mate? Oh, that was interesting. What's that? Is it stone or rubbish? No, it's rubbish.
Rubbish.
Right, mate. Yeah, but
Damn.
still, you're leading on all fronts. The first bloke gets a signal and you got it in a good spot.
Sounded great.
But couldn't turn it into gold.
No, couldn't turn that one into gold.
So just show that signal.
There we are.
Right, now, I'm going to go back up there.
Yeah, have fun with that guy. Thanks for coming down to film it. Oh well, hopefully.
Or down there.
More like on the next
Either
one.
way.
Yep.
I don't know, do you think there'll be a Yeti in this bush, Ann, or not?
I don't want to start any conspiracy theories.
If he sees me coming, he'll get a bigger fright than I do. Good work, Ant, but
Cheers,
unfortunately, thumbs down.
Yep.
Last week when we were in here, I had to eat humble pie because I said there was no conglomerate in the stone heaps, and we plucked a little tiny bit out, but it didn't really sell me on it. It was just a little tiny bit. But now I found this fella, And it's clearly conglomerate. It's not a big red stone or anything like that. You can see the different types of mainly sandstone and clay that have joined them together. And the beauty of it is, I don't say he's super big, but you don't have to rub him on the coil. You can get up. So that's not too bad. He's getting up above it.
That's a few inches.
Yeah. So this is not where I found him. I found him over there, just near where we got that little bit of conglomerate last week. I said to Anne, I found a bit come over here, and I didn't quite catch the words, but it pretty well meant, no, you come over here. So here we go.
Halfway.
Yeah, and we met halfway, yeah, as we do.
Ben's a good bloke.
Yeah. Right, it's beautiful stone, you know.
It is,
This
look at it.
is gold, no, absolutely no doubt that this is gold. So you're not in that bed. I'll leave you up there for a minute, mate.
Oh, there it is.
There he is. He's all right.
Even you spotted that one, Glenn.
Yeah. I just make sure there's nothing else from him. So there you go.
Wow.
I'll just give him a little. I won't be too rough with him, but I'll just clean him up a little bit to get a bit of that rubbish off him. And I've put in probably 45 minutes looking through those stones, but I've got one other big broad signal, but he wasn't a hard signal. He was there. As soon as I dug in the stone heaps, and then I pulled 4 or 5 stones out, and he went with them. Although I like the look of that. Yeah, Ant, what do you reckon that at?
Ooh. 1.5.
Yeah,
Pushing
it's
2.
damn it'd have to be, yeah.
I reckon it's it's
So
because
that's a
it's
good
not
start.
just flat. It's
Yeah.
actually it's pretty thick.
Yeah,
so
it's
I
got a bit
reckon
of-
you might even get up to 2, Glenn.
It has got a bit of chunk to it. So,
Yeah, very
so
nice.
we're on our way.
Good start, mate. Well done.
It's Mother's Day today, so I told my mother I'd get her a bit of gold, so I'll try and
Beautiful.
improve on that, but if I don't, she'll have to settle for that.
I'm sure
But I
she'll
did
be
get
right.
her a bloody plant. Cyclamen. I got her a purple cyclamen. That's the sort of man I am, you know.
yeah.
Well, actually, my
She
daughter
loved
bought Yeah. Righto. There it is, folks.
Good man.
We're on our way.
Awesome.
Good on you, Ant. Thumbs up,
Good
mate.
job, buddy. Well done.
Righto, we've only been together, Ant and I, to film each other a couple of times, but we've both dug 4 or 5 rubbish signals, and most of them we didn't bother calling out the other bloke because we knew they were rubbish. Ant's landed one down here, and as luck would have it, I was bloody within stone's throw of him. So we're going to film this, and we're going to cut up on our way back to the car. There's a spot where I got a little one last week where it's right at the base of a hut. You can't see too many stones. There must have been a tent there. There's a lot of rubbish signals, and I think that's why it was still there. There'd been a signal dug right next to him, and then I thought, I wonder why they've dug that signal, and I went probably 8 inches to the left of him going up the hill, and there was a bit of gold. I knew it was only $1/2 grand, but I knew it was a bit of gold before I bloody got it in my hand. So, you know, luck's a fortune sometimes.
Always nice.
There's always a bit of a feeling when you dig at it that when you disappear, especially on this bloody steep slopes you're on. Let's hope Ant doesn't disappear as well.
Nearly lost the detector.
Yeah. I'm sitting down, as you do. I've been going down the slopes on the backside, so that's what I'm doing now, sitting on the backside watching.
I'm getting into some nice ground, Glenn.
Yeah.
There's lots of clay
I
behind
landed on
here.
my backside over there before, and I stayed down for a while, and I think I'm all right, but I could have put a crack in it.
Oh, jeez. Nearly lost my ankle.
Oh, yeah, I think he's down here on me.
Here he is.
Right, this would be great if it is a bit of gold, but
Oh, fantastic. If you get 1 inch before lunch.
There he is. Bloody, we are in Poland. He invited me. I will admit he invited me, and
Thank you.
I was tempted to fly 15,000 kilometres to a country next to a war zone, next to the Ukraine, but somehow I thought, no, I'll stay at home.
Close but safe. It's a shame you cannot come on, Glenn. Missing out.
Oh yeah, I know. You'll be bloody. There'll be Ukrainian dancing and. What's the national drink, Ant? What do we drink over there?
Vodka.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I only have to say vodka and I get a bit woozy. Yeah. I think it's probably best to keep me in reserve, Ant. They're lovely people, the Polish people, the people that I've dealt with. Well, I haven't dealt with a heap. Ant and his bloody.
Am I the only one?
Yeah, and Camilla. Yeah, so 2 for 2 at this stage, Poland. Well done.
Well, that's a good result.
I know, and most people are lovely people too. Bloody Russians, I'm sure they're not lovely people too, but if you get the wrong bloke running the show, you're in strife.
Yeah, that's true. Where are you? Oh.
Run your man on his side, mate, and see if you can pin him. Gone into the dirt a little bit.
Well, it must be heavy.
Not down there is he?
Yep.
That's not a bad little signal, I reckon. Can you see something?
No.
Oh.
Getting excited.
Yeah. He's like a pointer. His bloody ears go forward and he thinks he sees a bit of gold. And the reason, getting back before, I mean, we're slow to dig signals and we probably frustrate people, but we're just a couple of box heads out here having fun. You know, we're not the champions of the world, so, you know, and when you go out, good boy, Ant.
Got him.
Keep that in mind. You know, if you're having a good time, that's all that matters.
That's it.
Is it gold?
You bloody betcha it is.
Oh, good boy, I can see him from here.
Can you see it?
Good boy, well done, Ant.
Just make sure there's nothing else in there.
Oh, well, that's
There
good.
he
That's
is.
good. We were talking about smoko,
Yep.
and that's a perfect way to end.
Yep. Happy
That's
days.
That's a ripper, mate. Well done.
Oh, very nice.
And see, it doesn't hurt to take a bit of time to dig it. You'll still get him sooner or later. So,
That's it. Not gone anywhere.
Yeah.
And I
Good
can
work.
listen to that sound every day of the week.
Yeah, well, you pretty well called him when I was over there, because when you said come over,
Yeah, it did sound good.
I wasn't thrilled at the idea of coming over.
Lucky you were close.
Yeah, yeah. I know we sound like whingers, but by Jesus, it's a rough country we're in. And someone said last week about the Sadie coils. You know, it'd be better to have Sadie coils in the bush, and I understand their point, and I understand. But the reason we run the double Ds and the bigger coils is the reason I got that one 5.6. Sadie coil wouldn't have found him. He was only right on the edge. Right on the edge of the signal, I mean. It was a big broad signal till he was down halfway. So that's why we use it. But every man for himself, every woman for himself, what suits you is the best way to do it.
Yeah, that's it. This is just
Good
what we
work,
prefer.
Ant.
Cheers, mate.
Give us a thumbs up.
Happy with that. One each.
You're going to be clean shaven for the wedding? Just asking for a friend.
I'm not actually going to be clean shaven, but I will be cleaner than this.
All right.
I've been told.
Well, Camilla has asked me twice to have a word with you. So I'll do what I can. Righto, mate.
Cheers,
Good
buddy.
effort. Well done, buddy. Give us a handshake and don't drop it.
Oh.
Good work, buddy.
Hang on, before we finish
Oh,
up,
yeah? What do I think it weighs?
Yeah,
Well, what do you
just-
think it weighs, sir? Yeah?
I reckon it's going to be a halfer. Because it's not as flat. Again, they're not flat. They don't seem to be too flat around
No,
here.
a
It's
bit
got a bit of
chunky.
a bit of a baller to it. What do you reckon? You reckon it'll get to half
No,
a
I don't
gram?
think it will.
No?
I reckon it'll be
Just short?
close to... No, yeah, well, I reckon it'll be closer to 3.5 than 0.5. You know,
Oh,
point.
okay. Yeah, 0.35.
But they do bloody shrink. You know, we see them and think, oh, shit, that's all right. And then you get up in the car and weigh them
Yeah, true.
at the end of the day. But he beats the life out of none.
Exactly.
And gives us a spot. Gives us a spot where we've got a little bit.
Yep. Happy days.
Good work, fella.
Cheers, mate.
Righto, we're cutting our day short. It was only just after midday, and I'm a bit crook. I worked hard yesterday and got caught in the rain, and I'm feeling it. So, unfortunately for Anne, I've had to chuck it in.
Lucky for me, you didn't cancel on me.
Yeah,
So happy with that.
So anyhow, Ant got distracted and went over and got these.
No more gold, but got a few forest mushrooms. So a bit early in the season, but
Now, would you eat those, Ant?
yeah, I'm gonna fry them up. I'll fry them up at home. I've put a bit of onion in there, bit of garlic. I mean, it's not much. I'd prefer like a couple of kilos, but
Yeah.
beggars can't be choosers. Start of the season, we'll get some more hopefully in the next couple of weeks, and yeah, it's a start.
Put a stone in with them, and when the bloody stone's soft, throw them away and eat the stone. I wouldn't eat them for a bet, but we're all
delicious.
different.
They're
Ant knows I'm the bloke that's crook, so Ant knows his game.
That's it. In Polish, they're called ridze. These are ridze, and they're very, very tasty.
See, my bloody, I'm learning something all the time.
You're learning something new every day.
I learn something every day. I didn't learn anything yesterday. But, right.
All right, let's do
this.
this.
Is the all-important weigh in.
Yep. Well, we'll go with my bit first.
Right out.
It's obviously the smallest.
Now, I trash talked to you and said I thought about 3. Did I? Is that what I? 0.3.
3.5, you said.
Yeah.
And I reckon it's going to go half a gram.
So I'll get down here and we'll see how we go. Oh, it's on the button, isn't it?
0.56.
That's bloody good
Beautiful.
call, Ant. Ant knows his job. It's a really nice little fat nugget. The fat
It
ones
is,
in the
yeah.
way.
It's not like it's small, but it's not flat. That's why I was hoping it'd get to half a gram, and it did. So happy with that.
Righto, mate. Weigh mine if I've still got it. I don't know what I've done with it
Pocket
now.
somewhere.
Here it is, yeah. You weigh that one, mate.
Yep.
Get up a bit of backlash for not having a canister. Blokes should get a canister.
I was surprised because you always have a couple.
Yeah, I know.
So-
yeah. Oh, when you bloody have as
You
many
woke up-
prescription
woke up.
drugs as me, you've got them laying around everywhere.
This is a chunky one.
What we say about this one?
Well, I reckon it's going to be close to 2 grams.
Yeah, and I
you were a
couldn't
bit
have that.
shy of that.
Yeah, I said, well, if it's a pennyweight piece, as I said last week, it's 1.55, so I'll be happy if it's a pennyweight piece.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Ready? 2.19, pretty much 2.2, Glenn.
Oh, well, Mum, you've done all right. I'll get in
happy with that.
Fix me up with a canister and I'll give her that for Mother's Day.
That's beautiful.
And then when she's distracted, I'll whip it off her again.
Oh, very nice, Glenn.
So what else we got, Ant?
What else we got?
Your pocket knife. Didn't you find a pocket knife?
Pocket knife. I do have a pocket knife actually. I'll whip that out in a
pocket
sec. Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna put this other bit of gold on just to.
Oh yeah, total.
Total it up.
2.71.
2.71.
So for half. Sorry, mate.
There we go. 2.71.
I'm bloody don't know whether I'm coming or going at the moment. So for a half day, that's not too bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
Now, Ant showed me this, and it was covered in clay and mud, and he said, I think this is pocket knife, and I said, yeah. But he's cleaned up a bit and has obviously used a pocket knife, and the miners always carried a knife, and they'd have been pretty distressed when they got home and lost it.
Yeah.
You did plenty of them, and there's a ripper. Imagine that bloke in the 1850s, bloody lost that. He's still bloody cursing it about it.
Yeah.
So good relic, Ant.
Yeah.
You've win the relics, because I don't think I found any. One little bit of brass, but I couldn't even say what it was. Now, Ant, tell us about signal prospecting.
Yes, also shout out to Signal Prospecting who contacted us and very gracious of him, sent us a couple of his maps. So they're in the mail at the moment, and we're looking forward to checking them out and seeing what he's got for us, and hopefully we might be onto some new spots, and yeah, we'll let you know how we go with the maps. And yeah, thanks again, Signal Prospecting. Appreciate
No worries. And we love people giving us stuff, but we feel as though we're under no obligation. You know, we don't. I'm serious. Like, we don't want you to say, "Here, I'll give you a pick and a bloody this and that," but then I want to go out with you next Sunday. You know, we don't want to do that. So thanks for the maps, and when we get them out,
much appreciated.
And it is much appreciated. And when you're starting off, or even when you've been doing it a long time, maps are handy. You know, the Dulcet Hepburn goldfield is a big goldfield, one of the biggest, but there's large parts of it barren. Where we were today, we were on the gold, but if you go 400 metres further across in either direction, there's no gold. So that's where the maps will help you out. As I said, signal prospecting, thanks very much. And
cheers.
Thank you very, very much. Anybody else wants to give us stuff? No worries. But we're greedy little buggers, but we're not going to do much for you, I'm afraid. Righto, Ant.
Cheers, Glenn. Thanks again for a great day.
Good on you, Ant. I'm as
soon.
bloody crook as a dog. So
you better get to bed. Rest up, mate.
Yeah, that won't happen either, mate. Thanks, Ant.
Thanks, guys.
That's our out from Ant and Glenn. I'm sorry our tape's short. Keep the comments up, and our subscriptions are growing.
Yeah, we've cracked over 3,000, so thank you very much. We have 3,123 subscribers last time I checked, so big thank you to everybody who is clicking that subscribe button.
And all you bludgers owe me 20 cents as well.
We ain't going to let you forget it.
No, good on you, Ant. That's a nice thing to show off when you get over in Poland.
Yes, thank you very much, Glenn. Camilla and I will treasure it for life. Thank you very much.
Not so much Camilla, I wouldn't think, but...
oh, I think she will when she sees it. Yeah.
Good on you, Ant.